We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets.
Yeah, let's go.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
They get it. Sim. Been trying to play Sim. Oh.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Huh? Okay.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Even the witness go see you defending. They get it, she get it, they get it too. They only spray on you, hop in the coupe. You didn't know about Melon World, I introduce you. You can be sober as fuck, money is gonna seduce you. My hustle is gonna seduce you. My vibe ain't none of these niggas compared to me. No, none of these niggas compared to me. Most of these niggas are fans to me.
Signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw? Extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 11. It leads to 3rd down.
Extravagant hitters. Super astronomical.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the second.
Yeah, you off a couple bands, girl, I hate it go. They're looking like the baddest bitch in my video. I wanna take you gotta go, you gotta white, roll that white. Pretty model, nigga, pretty model. It's a girl, I'm looking for a nice star. I shot my best to my ego, my
Contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down is the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Cordell Patterson deep for the middle. He pumped 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away. Just inside the 20.
I'm all goddamn went crazy.
Got this VIP section burning like a chimney. We gotta emphasize nobody, we don't walk the building. Let's go sip out Australia, we can go to Switzerland. couple bands, girl, I hit it good. They're looking like the baddest bitch in my video. I wanna take you out to Paris and buy you better clothes. You better white, found a white, found a white road. Little marvelous, pretty marvelous. Fix your girl up, tell them that you all like I try my best to put my ego where my ego shine. Keep it real, you look like a gotta put a whole lot of cushion
in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Here's Algier again on second down. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed,
I put a whole lot of work and I just begun. And when they agreement on the turf, it's fair call. Gotta put that steel on my shirt and dog bombs. But the cop, she go right just like my dog. Took till I put it on the left ball. Gorilla let it drag on. I forgot to get the money lay low. I take shots, screens, I get rid of me. I'm getting top money, please, bitch, I'm out they lead. Rap Simmons, Rick Owens, got 200 G's. Cash out mad cheese, push it down APs. Man, one-on-one was hard on this shit. Go so diamonds on my sleeve, L-O-E-E. Change the whips up out of weed. Louis V, on my carry corner, it's the lead. Have to pay for the night, it's a chop beat. For the PJ, one was in the more at 3. Taking strips can't be up for 7 days. Let's flick it up for my dogs in the cage. Hit off a couple bands, girl, I hit it good. She looking like the baddest bitch in my video. I wanna take you out to Paris and buy you better clothes. You better white, white road, white real marvelous, pretty marvelous. Fix your girl up,
And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run with Patterson, and he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we'll see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Good shit, boy. Good fucking shit.
Touchdown Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a hell of a throw.
Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand.
That's a hell of a fucking throw.
first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
In motion right, that's Hardman. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Good shit.
He's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Jets nothing.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Able to
Oh, how the fuck did he catch that?
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to.
Damn.
But they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it. Here's
Good shit.
and boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little.
That's a hell of a user, dog.
He didn't get there.
That's a hell of a fucking
Curious
user.
decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover.
Hell of
on
a fucking
downs.
user. Let's go, Algier. We just need you. On straight.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And
Good
he
shit.
can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll stick with Algier. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I had to call a timeout and we make it seem like I'm milking clock on purpose. Trying to chew the clock.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down, Falcons.
Ritter off to play fake.
Oh, come on, Bijan.
Incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter.
That boy Ritter throwing that motherfucker right now, though.
Here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Good shit, Big RG.
Touchdown, Atlanta. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Jets, nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Rodgers. Coming, it's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked by
Good shit.
Fukuda. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, no surprise
They be killing
to
me
see
with that
that one,
dance.
partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Falcon football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On 2nd, here's Algier. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Ready.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Ready?
They'll go. It's Patterson. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 4th and inches.
Yes, sir.
That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league. But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready.
Algier now up the middle.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And it's third down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jones has it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's going, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go get free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed and practice that often runs you into a penalty.
On first down, Rodgers.
Boy got 2 picks.
Intercepted. By Jeff Okuda.
Good shit. Oh my God.
That one going to be off target and incomplete.
There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. That throw had no shot.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And this one incomplete. Couldn't hang on to it.
That is bad to me. Wide open.
One that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Back to throw, Ritter. That is caught, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Throw it.
Damn.
But he's marked down short.
Fuck.
Field goal unit out there. That frustration going to set in. As that was going to be how this first half will come to a close. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Rakita. Come here, please.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to
Come on, Matt Collins.
Falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Hardman to return. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Gonna look deep.
Oh my God.
And this is caught. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 55 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a 1-point?
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd down and 8. Team up there, first down Atlanta.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
play action. Here's Ritter. That completes to Drake London. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4. Ritter now. Short throw caught by Pitts. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think
The
we're on the
fourth
same
state.
page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have 6 to their lead. Extra point.
Oh, that's cool.
Up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's
okay.
kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
He just got bird.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Now the
Good shit, Troy.
goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. It's their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers.
Give me that safety.
Yet again, the pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Robinson up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Who could make a 61-yarder, man?
The field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side.
The wind with him.
It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Ready.
A right side run with Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, 29 yards. And the Falcons have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Coup now for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing.
What has he got going on?
Be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game, and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. And help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Tackle on that play by Quinton Williams.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here's 2nd and 7. Algier going straight ahead. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now. They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll run with Patterson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And they take a knee.
Right.
And now she look like a let's go to Sandra Payne. Bitch about to spring out the house. One of the little fancy skins. Ask me your friends. I did a spin.
And they will take a knee here.
If like it's fancy. Bitch get pants. 24 Christmas tree. It's not Christmas. Right now I'm at good. Two gun pistol. Yeah, we're right blood. Go my plug. Yeah, spider was blood. Kick my pivot no clutch. Y'all niggas so boxed up. Smoke me a Dutch. Yeah, she gon' die.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They start the drive with Cook. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Take care of family.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Throw the ball at me, nigga.
Pays off
What's
big
wrong with
time.
you,
That
man?
winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Fights off the defender. There he goes, right side. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there out of Cook, 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still take a big time.
They'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Looking real anxiety.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Jets 15.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it?
And now the rookie's free. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 36 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.